Hey guys, welcome back to my channel right here. Hope you guys are doing okay. Today we're going to be reacting to Never Let Me Go episode number 9. I'm really hoping that we get to see Mrs. Tanya here. I know it's been a couple of episodes since she's been MIA. I know that she survived. I know that she's in a critical condition. But I am hoping that her condition is improving and that we get to see a little bit of her because she was one of my favorite characters in the beginning of the series. Hopefully she makes a comeback and make those people that did this to her pay for what they've done. And I'm also excited to see Ben and Chopper because based on the previous episode, things are looking up for them, you know. Ben is now noticing Chopper and he asked Chopper if he still likes him. So again, we all know what the answer is, but I'm excited to see how they're gonna pick it up from there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Before I start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss my next video. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and start. How impressive was Neungdiao here? And then they've been tracked.
ทำไรอะแม่เตรียมเครื่องมือทำมาหากินดีวะเนี่ยมีลูกค้าโทรมาจองสับจะบินมาจากเยอรมันเลยนะเว้ยมึงรู้ปะมันแม่เนี่ย
Oh, she's a tattoo artist.
แค่ส่งคอนเซ็ปต์มากูก็ในทำมิตรลายให้ได้ผมอยากสับบ้างแม่
Oh, what is it?
มีความคิดว่ามึงจะสักชื่อหนึ่งเดียวแต่บอกว่าใจรู้สึกแบบนี้ไอ้เวลารักใครแล้วรักแรงเนี่ยมึงได้พ่อมึงมาเต็มเลยนะ
She always keeps saying that.
ถ้ามึงแน่ใจแล้วกูก็จะทำให้แต่มึงจำไว้นะว่ามันจะอยู่ติดตัวมึงไปจนวันตายต่อให้ลบออกไปอ่ะมันก็จะยังมีร่องรอยว่ามันเคยอยู่ในตัวมึง
Keep that in mind. I love these conversations that Palm and Mom have. Their conversations are always of substance and quality, and she always tries to share her wisdom and her advice to him. And he's so willing and receptive of every single word she says. I love it. I love it. What's the title gonna be? Oh, no title today.
ยิ้มหน่อยยิ้มหน่อยยิ้มนิดนึงเฮ้ยหน้าพี่มึงเชียร์ยิ้มหน่อยเขาตายคนเขาคนเยอะแยะไม่มีคนเลยในสายตากูก็มีแค่มึงคนเดียวนะ
Lord. Neungdiao is in love. He wasn't expecting that.
ก็
Made it
จา
up.
กแฟนกูไง
Oh.
โอ้ยเขินเรียนเขินอ่ะไปเที่ยวดีกว่าไปที่มันไปอย่างเงี้ย
Oh, there it is. What? Memories. That makes me sad a little bit.
ผมว่าใช้เงินเยอะดีกว่านะครับไม่ต้องอยู่นี่อีกนานแค่ไหนอะประหยัดหน่อยก็ดีนะครับไม่ต้องห่วง
เป็นแฟนกูอ่ะกูเลี้ยงเอง
Huh?
ไม่เคยโดนเสียเปย์ดิ
ผมไม่อยากเอาเปรียบคนอื่นนะครับ
มึงเอาเปรียบเลยมึงเอาเปรียบกูเยอะๆเลย
Oh. Not like that. Oh. I love how open he is and comfortable showing his affection.
กูก็จะเอาเปรียบมึงนะ
คนหนึ่งครับไปคนหนึ่งครับ
พูดไหนกูไม่อยากอยู่โดยที่ไม่มีมึง
crying today. I'm not doing it today. This is so beautiful. And the music, beautiful, but it's kind of scary at the same time because you know something's gonna come up. Something terrible is coming their way. They're not safe in this place forever. It just sucks that they have to leave this beautiful place, beautiful island where for the most part they've had such an amazing experience together, getting to know one another, getting to know Ma'am. It's sad that it's gonna end soon. I'm so happy for Chopper, for both of them, but especially for Chopper.
ก็ที่พ่อมึงไปสั่งฆ่าคนในบ้านในหนึ่งเดียว
What? How did he know? When he tried to use the restroom.
เฮ้ยทำอะไรอ่ะมีอะไรกันผมเห็นไอ้เด็กนี่มันแอบฟัง
Oh no.
เป็นใครเป็นช็อปเปอร์ไม่เคยเห็นหน้าเลยเมื่อก่อนคือสนิทกันแล้วก็ห่างกันไปแล้วก็เพิ่งกลับมาคุยกันครับเพิ่งไปแจ้งความด้วย
But he knows the police.
มึงขอร้องได้ไหมวะแต่ถ้ามึงไม่ทำอะเดี๋ยวกูจัดการเองแล้วถ้าถึงวันนั้นกูไม่สนด้วยนะว่ามึงจะรู้สึกยังไง
Damn. That really puts Chopper in such a uncomfortable position. He's caught in the middle. Poor Chopper. Here we go. She's like, I don't owe anyone any more money.
พักเหรอคะ
Girl, keep it cool.
มันตามหามันเจอแล้วว่ะรีบไปเถอะ
อะไรแม่พวกไหน
โอ้ยพวกที่มันตามหาแบบนี้ไงมาถามหาพวกมึงที่เนี่ยแต่คุณโกหกแล้วก็ไล่พวกมันไปแล้วหรือว่ามันต้องกลับมาอีกแน่ๆตอนนี้มึงรีบหนีกันไปก่อนเถอะเดี๋ยวมึงเอารถมอเตอร์ไซค์กูไปนะแล้วจะไปจอดที่ตรงไหนก็ได้แล้วก็โทรมาบอกกู
แล้วแม่อะ
พี่ไม่ต้องห่วงกูนะกูดูแลตัวเองได้เอาตัวมึงให้รอดก่อนพายหนีไปสักคืนนึงแล้วมึงรีบกลับไปช่วยพ่อมึงเลยนะครับ
แม่
How sad.
กูดีใจนะ ที่มึงกลับมาหากูอ่ะให้กูได้ทำหน้าที่เป็นแม่สัก2-3 อาทิตย์ก็ยังดีวะพ่อมึงเลี้ยงมึงมาดีจริงๆแล้วกูขอโทษอีกทีนะเว้ยที่ไม่ได้ดูแลมึงเลย
ไม่เป็นไรแม่ผมเข้าใจเดี๋ยวผมจะกลับมาหาแม่อีกนะ
This is so sad.
ก็หัวไหม้ก่อนจะดิแล้ว
I feel like I'm moving out of this island too. I got so attached to the island and to them. And now they have to leave.
ดูแลกันดีๆนะ แล้วถ้าไม่รู้จะไปไหนมึงมาที่นี่ เข้าใจไหมโฮสเทลของกูอ่ะยังยินดีต้อนรับมึงเสมอเก็บของแล้วเดี๋ยวกูไปดูร้านเราให้
I love what she said. Thank you for letting me to be your mom, even just for a few weeks. Shit.
มึงมากันทำไมกูบอกแล้วไงว่ากูไม่รู้จัก
เจ๊ใจเย็นๆไม่จำเป็นต้องใช้ปืน
เจ๊เหี้ยอะไรกูไม่ได้เป็นเจ๊ของมึงเว้ย ถ้ากูยิงมึงตอนเนี้ยกูก็ไม่ผิดเพราะมึงบุกรุกบ้านกู
ไปตามไอ้เด็ก2 คนนั้นลงมากูรู้มันอยู่ที่นี่
Don't hurt
จัด
mom.
การปัญหากูเสร็จกูจะไม่มายุ่งกับโฮสเทลของมึง
มึงเป็นใครวะมาสั่งกูอะหัวกูยังไม่ฟังเลยกูว่ามึงออกไปดีกว่ามึงออกไปอย่างนี้เลยนะ
อ้ย no no puta get him get him oh no
คุณหนึ่งครับต่อไปนะครับ
ฮะ
ต่อแม่มึงอะ
ไม่แม่นตายแล้วครับ ไปกันเถอะครับ เดี๋ยวพวกมันกลับมาอีกไปครับ
อะไรครับป้า
ไปเดี๋ยวไม่เอามาก่อน
wow I wasn't expecting that shit I'm scared I hope he doesn't play Neungdiao.
อะไรครับป้าอยู่นี่แหละ
ออกไปเดี๋ยวไม่เอามาก่อน
Shh.
ครับคุณอยู่ตรงนั้นนะครับ
Ah.
กูบอกมึงแล้วใช่ไหมทุกอย่างมันเป็นเพราะกูถ้ามึงไม่พากูมาที่นี่ถ้ามึงไม่ปกป้องกูแม่มึงก็ไม่ตายมึงไม่เห็นเหรอว่าเราสองคนอยู่ด้วยกันมันมีแต่เรื่องมันพอหรือเปล่ากูกับมึงอยู่ด้วยกันไม่ได้กูจะกลับกรุงเทพ
ผมไม่ให้คุณหนึ่งไปไหนทั้งนั้นอ่ะ คุณหนึ่งไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดสักหน่อย
แล้วมึงจะรักกูทำไมอ่ะมึงไม่เห็นเหรอว่าเราสองคนเป็นกันไม่ได้
พูดอย่างนี้ได้ไงอ่ะแล้วที่คุณหนึ่งเคยบอกรักผมเนี้ยเป็นเรื่องโกหกเหรอ
ใช่
ฮะ
กูโกหกกูไม่ได้รักมึง กูแค่หลอนมึงรักกูไปงั้นแหละ มึงคิดเหรอว่าเราสองคนจะอยู่ด้วยกันได้ เราสองคนเป็นคนละชั้นคนละโลก คนละสังคม คนอย่างมึงไม่มีทางทำให้กูมีความสุขได้หรอก
Ah.
ถึงแม้ไม่มีคนมาฆ่ากูเนี่ยเราสองคนก็เป็นกันไม่ได้อยู่ดีแล้วมึงยังกลับมาให้กูเห็นหน้าอีก
That must be. I don't believe a single word that you say, and Palm doesn't either. I think he's just doing that to prevent the situation from getting worse. Yeah, don't leave him. That was not the time. He just lost his mom. ว้าว
ไม่อาบน้ำเถอะแช่น้ำมันช่วยจริงๆเชื่อกูที่กูสั่งพี่ให้
อ๋อ
ครับ
Is he gonna leave?
Này, ไอ้ปาล์มเนี่ย
Don't.
ไม่เจอนานกูจำไม่ได้หรอก
คุณแม่ครับ แม่ดีใจไหมที่ผมกลับมาอยู่ด้วย
มึงคิดว่ากูไม่คิดถึงไม่รักมึงหรือไง การที่กูทิ้งมึงไปอ่ะ มันไม่ได้เกี่ยวกับว่ากูไม่รักมึงเลยนะเว้ย กูขอโทษ เมื่อกี้มึงเรียกกูว่าแม่แหม่มไม่เรียกน้าหรอก
ผมขออนุญาตนะครับ มันน่ารักดีอะ
ดีเหมือนกันกูจะได้มีลูกเพิ่มขึ้นมาอีกคนกูขอกดหน่อยกูต้องการความอบอุ่นเหมือนกัน ชีวิตคนเรามันไม่ได้มีแค่ความรักนะ มันไม่ใช่แค่แบบ ได้กันเป็นผัวเป็นเมียแล้วมันก็จบแล้วยังไง มึงรักไอ้หนูมันปะมึงดูแลกันดีๆนะ แล้วก็ไม่รู้จะไปไหน มึงมาที่นี่โฮสเทลของกูอะยังยินดีต้อนรับพวกมึงเสมอ
เดี๋ยวที่สั่งมาส่งแล้วน้อง
เท่าไหร่
450หลังถอนตัดนะ
ไม่ต้องถอนก็ได้
โอ้โหสุดยอดเลยว่ะแล้วสรุปไงเนี่ยจัดปาร์ตี้กันป่ะ
นิดหน่อยครับ
ไม่ต้องปิดที่ปาร์ตี้ได้ตามใจเลยอยากได้อะไรก็บอกพี่มาอยากได้หมดกับน้องเนี่ยพี่คิดราคาไม่แพงหรอก
Oh.
เอาป่ะ
เดี๋ยวพี่หาอะไรให้ผมได้ปะ
Hmm?
แค่นี้สบายมาก
What
จั
a
ดไป
มึงเคยคิดไหมว่าถ้าชีวิตเนี้ยมึงไม่เจอกูมันจะเป็นไง
what did they whisper? I feel like he's gonna leave. Why is it blurry? Did he take something? They've lost so much. they've been through a lot too together, individually, and you know they're young.
มึงเคยคิดไหมว่าถ้าชีวิตเนี้ยมึงไม่เจอกูจะเป็นยังไงวะ
ผมก็คงล่องเลยในทะเลที่ไหนสักแห่งจับปลาไปวันๆแต่ชีวิตผมคงจะน่าเบื่อมากผมว่าดีแล้วที่ผมได้มาเจอคนหนึ่ง
แต่กูคิดออกนะแล้วกูว่าชีวิตมึงน่าจะมีความสุขกว่าเยอะป่านนี้มึงอาจจะกำลังสอบเข้ามหาลัยอาจจะเป็นนักกีฬาอาจจะเจอผู้หญิงคนหนึ่งตกลงว่าคือเขาเป็นแฟนเขาพาเขามาเที่ยวทะเลบอกรักเขาผ่านไปหลายปีมึงก็อาจจะมีครอบครัวมีลูกแต่จะไม่รู้มึงอาจจะเปิดรีสอร์ทมึงนั่นหนักก็ได้แต่สิ่งที่กูรู้นะคือไม่ว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะมึงจะดูแลครอบครัวมึงอย่างดีที่สุดแล้วเขาจะต้องรักมึงมาก
แต่ที่พูดมาทั้งหมดเนี่ยผมก็ต้องคุยได้
Right. Don't blame yourself for what happened. Oh, Palm.
ในชีวิตกูอะมีคนสำคัญอยู่แค่ไม่กี่คนเองนะป้าแม่เราก็รู้ก็กูนึกได้อะกูไม่อยากเสียใครไปเลยนะกูรักมึงมากป้ากูรักมึงนะ
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't leave him.
พี่หายามาทำให้ผมเลยดิ
I knew it. I knew it. Oh no. He knows.
ถึงป่าจดหมายนี้คือคำสั่งกูขอสั่งในฐานะเจ้านายให้มึงปฏิบัติตามขอบคุณมากสำหรับทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างที่ผ่านมาที่มึงทำให้กูและครอบครัวไม่ว่าในอดีตครอบครัวกูจะเคยช่วยเหลือครอบครัวมึงไว้ยังไงบ้างแต่กูถือว่าสิ่งที่ครอบครัวมึงตอบแทนให้ครอบครัวกูมันมากพอที่จะชดเชยทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างแล้วนะปัญหาของกูจะเป็นแบบนี้ไปตลอดชีวิตมึงกับพ่อมึงไม่สามารถแก้ไขอะไรได้หรอกนี่คือสิ่งที่กูกับแม่ต้องสะสางกันเองขอให้มึงยอมรับในการตัดสินใจของกูนะ
I
กูหวังว่ามึงจะไปเริ่มต้นชีวิตใหม่กับใครที่สามารถรับมึงได้จริงๆหากวันหนึ่งเรื่องทุกอย่างจบสิ้นหมดแล้วและกูยังมีชีวิตอยู่กูยังรอคอยที่จะพบกับคนที่มึงรักไงและอวยพรให้มันมีความสุขและมีครอบครัวที่ดีไม่ต้องห่วงเรื่องของเรากูจะเก็บรักษาเป็นความลับไว้ไม่ทำให้มึงลำบากในอนาคตแน่นอนจากกูคุณหนูที่ไม่ค่อยมีเพื่อน
He's back. I know, right? Oh, he's back. Finally, bodyguards.
มึงดีใจเดี๋ยวที่เจอกูกูรู้มึงจะผิดหวังสิ
Huh?
หลังจากนี้ไม่ต้องมาทำงานที่โรงงาน
Ooh,
ได้ครับ
you've been relieved.
อยากเรียนจนกว่าแม่จะฟื้น
Huh?
คุณลุงโดนแต่ตายเราไม่ปาแล้วครับไอ้ปาไปอยู่ไหนไม่ค่อยดูแลมึงเลยนะครับตอนนี้ผมสั่งให้ปาซ่อนตัวครับตำรวจครับเขากำลังตามล่าปาเหมือนกัน
Damn, Mr. CEO. Wow, this episode was so good. It just keeps getting better and better. And this episode has to be my favorite so far. Man, this episode was heavy. Just when I thought everything was looking up, and then episode 9 happened, and then boom, here we are. Starting off with Ben and Chopper, I was so happy for them in episode 8. It looked like they were spending more time together. Things were looking good until Ben accidentally discovers that Chopper's dad is responsible for what's been happening to Neungdiao's family. So he confronts Chopper about it and pretty much threatened him that if he doesn't do anything about his dad, that he's gonna take it upon himself to intervene and probably report Kit to the authorities. I feel bad for Chopper because in a way he's kind of caught in the middle. Obviously he doesn't want his dad to go to jail, but at the same time he understands and he knows that what his dad did and what his dad continues to do just aren't right. Wouldn't want to be Chopper right now. He's just not in a good position because now he's also worried for Ben's safety. Like he said, if his dad finds out that Ben is trying to intervene, that he's probably gonna get him killed, and we know what Kit is capable of doing. If he could get his own family member gunned down, sadly Ben would be a piece of cake. So I'm curious to see what Chopper ends up doing or ends up deciding to do as next step. And then Chanan, it's becoming clear that he is indeed being framed by Kit, and I'm just hoping that Neungdiao testifying against his uncle would prove Chanon's innocence and hopefully free him. But given Kit's connection with the authorities and the police and how much he controls them, it's gonna be an uphill battle for Neungdiao. But I'm hoping that again him testifying against Kit would free Chanon. And it just sucks that Chanon wouldn't be able to see Mam again. I was really hoping that they'd still see each other again, but it looks like we might not be able to see it because she's gone. And then Mam, oh my god, I really wasn't expecting for that to happen here. I mean, looking back, I should have seen it coming because you know, she was dealing with really sketchy people. So I kind of figured that she was gonna find herself in a situation where she would really have to defend Palm and Neungdiao against those people that are looking for them. Looking back, it makes sense that something like this would happen to her, but again, it's still terrible. It just sucks because just when she and Palm were beginning to reestablish their relationship again, and she was becoming a really important figure in Palm and Neungdiao's life, and then she gets taken out. It's just not fair. That scene when she alerted the boys that they have been found, and when she was saying her goodbyes, it almost felt like she knew that that was gonna be the last time that she's gonna see her son Palm and her new son Neungdiao. And when she said how happy she was that she was given a chance to become Palm's mom, even for just a few weeks, even though she knew that the clock was ticking, she really wanted to savor the last few seconds of her time with her son. She really took her moment to apologize and express how grateful she is for how Palm turned out and told them to take care of each other. God, I lost it. I lost it because it was so beautiful and heartbreaking heartbreaking at the same time. And then when Palm told her that he'd be back to see her again, and then she gave that look as if she's telling him that, no son, this is it. I'm afraid we're out of time. That look that she was giving him, and then she gave him the hug. It made me so sad because they had so much ahead of them. They have so much stuff to do, so much to learn about each other, so many more meaningful conversations. Even though Palm said that she was dead, I'm still really hoping that she still survived. Hopefully, she's still alive somewhere again, recuperating and then meeting with Palm and Neungdiao at the very end, maybe officiating their wedding. I don't know, I'm just hoping that she survived somehow. And I also felt bad for Palm and Neungdiao because I can't even imagine witnessing your parents get shot in front of you. And this is the third time for Neungdiao, so I can't even imagine how traumatizing that must have been for him to having to relive that similar moment over and over. That would mess me up. And I must say, Palm or Pond did such an amazing job with his acting here. I mean, everyone did amazing, but Pond stood out to me. That scene when he was riding the bike just after leaving his dead mom's body and having Neungdiao wrapped around him when he was crying and wiping his tears silently. Wow, that was an incredibly moving scene. I don't even know what was going through Palm's mind at that moment. I mean, I can imagine him just having to process what just happened. And this is after just recently re-establishing and rekindling your relationship with your mom and finally having some clarity as to why she may have left him when he was little. And he probably felt like he had just been given the opportunity to have a mom again, to care for him, to make him feel loved, you know, something that he didn't feel or he didn't experience growing up. And then in an instant, all of that's just been taken away from him. Just like that. That would mess me up. That would mess me up because in a way, I kind of related to Palm. Even though our situation is not even close, but there's some similarities at least in how I felt when my dad left when I was 4 and I didn't see him for an entire decade. Didn't really speak to him verbally, just through letters, because we didn't have social media at the time. We would write letters to each other like once a year, but it's not the same as having like a in-person contact. But anyway, he left when I was 4. I didn't see him until I was 14. So when we got reunited again, everything was full of hope. I was full of hope. We had so much planned for the future and things were looking up. Everything was so optimistic. And then a year after we got reunited, he passed. So I was angry. I was angry that he was taken away from me. I was upset that I was not given enough time. I felt like it was unfair. So I was mad. I had so many questions. Why me? What have I done to deserve, at the time, what I saw was punishment? What have I done to be punished like this? I needed more time. I was only 14. I still needed my dad. Why me? I was upset. So when Palm screamed at the top of his lungs and then just dropped to the ground, when I tell you I felt that, I felt that. I felt his pain, I felt his frustration, I felt his anger. I related to him so much in that particular scene. And at that moment, I was getting quite worried for Neungdiao because I was afraid that Palm, while consumed by his grief, that he might take out his frustration on Neungdiao. Luckily, he didn't. I mean, I knew that Palm was mature enough to understand and to know that this was not Neungdiao's fault, but still, part of me was still worried for Neungdiao that, again, Palm was gonna blame him for certain things, but again, I'm glad that he didn't. But even so, I feel like Neungdiao does feel like he's somewhat responsible for some of Palm's misfortunes. He feels like if Palm didn't bring him to the island to protect him, that his mom would still be alive. Although that might be true, but look at the things that took place because Palm brought him to the island. You know, Palm got to meet his mom, Palm got to get to know his mom better. He got more clarity and answers as to why she left. Palm got his apology from his mom. Palm heard his mom say that in spite of what happened, the reason why I left isn't because of you, it's all because of me. You did nothing wrong. He heard that straight from his mom, and he got to experience his mom's hug, something that he probably longed for so long. And lastly, he got to experience, even for a brief moment, what it felt like to have a mom who cares for you and who loves you. So sure, she would probably still be alive if they didn't come to the island, but Palm also wouldn't have met her and experienced all those wonderful things with her if they didn't come to the island. So in a way, it's a double-edged sword. It's still unfortunate what happened to her, but he got to experience some wonderful things. And even Neungdiao, you know, he got to live his life in such a way that he's never lived his life before. He got to experience some of the best things that's happened to him on this island. You know, he got to get to know himself better, he got to know Mam better, he got to know Palm better, and really experience life without having the pressure of being the successor of this huge company. It's just so terrible that Mam had to go, because she was such a fun character, she was such a relatable character, and she just adds so much vibrance and color to the story. And then going back to Neungdiao, I mean, I see what he was trying to do. He knew that Palm wouldn't let him go or wouldn't let him leave, because in spite of everything that's happened, I feel like Palm still believes that he is still responsible for ensuring that Neungdiao is safe. So I understand why Neungdiao wanted Palm knocked out, but I probably wouldn't go for the sleeping pill, especially from sketchy looking motel. I don't know, something about that just screams, don't do it. It just seems so dangerous, you know, you don't know what's in that pill. Like, what if they accidentally gave you the wrong pill that would cause more than just knocking you out for the night? What if it causes you to, I don't know, not wake up? Feels so sketchy and risky. I don't know, but turns out it was sleeping pill, so he's fine. But you know, that was Neungdiao's decision, and luckily Palm woke up the next day. Just not with Neungdiao. So in a way, Neungdiao succeeded in that. And then that letter that Neungdiao left for Palm was so sad. He doesn't feel like he's good for Palm, and he wishes him to find someone in the future who would love him and probably wouldn't cause or wouldn't attract as much problems or trouble. I felt like he was giving up Palm to protect Palm, which was so sweet and tragic at the same time. It's like making the ultimate sacrifice of giving up the one you love to prevent that person from getting hurt even further. I mean, if that's not pure love, I don't know what is. And then when he said that, don't worry about our story, I'll keep it a secret, like it won't cause you any trouble, that made me so sad, because things that they've been through, and all of a sudden he's gonna essentially giving it up and keeping that a secret because he wants to protect Palm and he wants to free Palm from the troubles that he attracts. It just kind of reminded me of the story that Palm and Neungdiao were talking about in the library some episodes ago, about the love story between the cowherd and the weaver girl, and how they loved each other but they couldn't be with each other because of their current situation. And it just kind of reminded me of their love story, of how much they love each other but they really can't be with each other, at least for now, and the waiting and the anticipation of seeing each other again is what makes their love a legend. So I don't know if there's gonna be a significant time gap or a time jump until Palm and Neungdiao see each other again. I'm very interested in how that's gonna play out. So in the next episode, it looks like Neungdiao is gonna be playing or taking on a much more serious role, a much more mature role as he handles the situation back home and confronts his uncle. I'm very interested to see this side of Neungdiao, and I'm excited to see his reunion with Palm and how things, or if any, have changed since the last time they met. Anyway, that is it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss my next video. Until then, I'll see you later.